Hey, Dragon Slayers. So, today's video is about delivering the truth about diverticulitis, part one. So, I'm going to start this off a little differently because I know diverticulitis is not a common thing or a well known thing. So, for those of you who don't know about it, basically, it's a condition that occurs when small pouches form and push outward through apparent weak spots in the walls of the large intestines. So, the lie that people who have the condition are very familiar with, it basically says that eating popcorn, nuts, and seeds will either cause diverticulitis or cause your diverticulitis to flare up. So these pouches often develop in the lower part of the large intestines. They are common in individuals who eat a Western diet and are older than 40. Most people with diverticulitis do not have symptoms or problems. However, some people have attacks of diverticulitis, which is inflammation or infection in those small pouches. That can be quite severe and extremely painful. If eating nuts and seeds causes flare ups of diverticulitis, then you should avoid eating those foods. However, nuts and seeds are very nutritious. Therefore, if it's a medical lie that nuts and seeds cause flare ups, then everyone with diverticulitis should enjoy them for their taste and their many health benefits. So, support for this lie. There is no scientific support for this medical lie. I could not find one large, reputable study that supports this statement. None. As I reflect on this, it makes me worry about doctors who repeat lies like this with no supporting research because the lie appeals to our common sense. So, what does the common sense say? Well, common sense is once again behind how people, even doctors, widely believe and repeat this medical lie. It seems to make good common sense that if you have small pouches in the lining of your large intestines, then eating tiny things like seeds might increase the risk of diverticulitis. It also makes sense that one of these little seeds could clog the opening of one of those pouches and causes problems because clogging the opening could cause the pouch to become inflamed or infected, which is the very definition of the condition itself. So I had never heard of this disease until probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. There was a good friend of mine who was over 40, who had a terrible diet, and he was diagnosed with it. And I had had some gastric issues in the past. And I remember his wife telling me, hey, it could be this, right? I had no clue. I looked it up. Unsurprisingly, diverticulitis is strongly associated with insulin resistance. I may or may not have done a video about this in the past, but if you've watched my channel with any regularity, you understand that basically the root of all chronic disease is insulin resistance. 98 or 99% of all chronic diseases are caused by insulin resistance. And so simply changing your diet can severely help with this condition, but eliminating nuts are not necessary. So in the next series of videos, we're going to explore this further and give you a better understanding of how it all works. That's what I've got for you guys today. So don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.